on Shakespeare, we have asked the children to prepare notes on the life of Shakespeare as well as one of his works, The Tempest. They have read the abridged version by Charles Lamb, and a questionnaire has been provided to them to fill it up. It's a question based on The Tempest as well as the life of Shakespeare and his works.
Welcome to our celebration of the day. A man who's enigmatic, a man who still remains a mystery to all of us. Yes, William Shakespeare. The funniest part is that we are celebrating his birthday today, but actually nobody knows his birthday. We have his baptism date, which is 26th April, but baptism was generally a few days after birth. So 23rd April is celebrated all over the world as Shakespeare's birthday. We put our collective heads together, the English department, and we brought in a plethora of material for you to see and enjoy. You've seen the beautiful models that our students have prepared under the guidance of the teachers. There's this beautiful silhouette that has been made, and of course our charts which have been made, which will give you a lot of information about our beloved poet, who is also known as the Bard of Avon. Bard of Avon because he was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, a place in England. Today we have for you two plays which our children study. One is The Merchant of Venice and the other is The Tempest. For those of you who even remember vaguely having read the plays in your school days, will be surprised. Literature, as my friends in the Bengali and the Hindi departments will agree, is interpreted in nature. So what we have done is, without Shakespeare, Alright? We have begun where Shakespeare left off. The Tempest is often interpreted as post-colonial literature. The clash between the colonized and the colonizing. And therefore, we present to you Caliban, the anti-hero of the play, who is presented by Shakespeare in a very strange manner. He's a being, he's like the missing link. Alright, he's not quite human, he's subhuman. Alright, but what does Caliban feel once the ship has sailed and the colonizing Europeans have returned to Europe? With him is the spirit of the island area. After that, we got a rendition of Shakespeare's sonnets. We forget that Shakespeare was an outstanding poet. He wrote 158 sonnets and 2 long poems, in addition to 38 plays. So, our little ones from the extended campus are going to recite his sonnets, and believe me, that's not an easy task, because Shakespeare's sonnets were largely sonnets on friendship and sonnets on love. Alright? After that, we've got a short little quiz on Shakespeare to test our students, and of course, any exhibition, any activity becomes a learning activity. In preparing the quiz, we learned ourselves, and we hope that our children learned too. And finally, we round off with again out Shakespeare in The Merchant of Venice, where Shakespeare presented Shylock as the outcast, the Jew down history after Christ was crucified has always been looked at as an outcast. And what does the outcast feel? The European Christian world felt very happy in The Merchant of Venice, where Shylock was punished. Alright, what was he punished as? His money was taken away from him, his property, and also he was made to forcibly convert. A man who was a very proud Jew had to become a Christian. What did he feel? Alright, Shakespeare often, he leaves this open to us so that we can step into the shoes of his characters and see what he feels. So we have where we start the Merchant of Venice, where the actual Merchant of Venice ends. And that's why I said, out Shakespeare. As you can by now, you must have understood Shakespeare is the love of my life. So I'll end with a short poem on Shakespeare written by another major poet of our later, the 19th century, Matthew Arnold, an outstanding academician and a philosopher and a poet. The poem is very simply titled Shakespeare. Others abide our question. Thou art free. We ask and ask. Thou smilest. Remember the portrait? And art still. Out-topping knowledge. For the loftiest hill to the stars uncrowns his majesty, planting his steadfast footsteps in the sea, making the heavens of heavens his dwelling place, spares but the cloudy border of the space to the foiled searching of humanity. And thou, who did the stars and the sunbeams know, self-schooled, self-scanned, self-honored, self-secure, they tread on earth, unguessed at, better sort. All the pains the immortal spirit must endure, all weakness which impairs, all griefs which bow, find their sole speech in that victorious brow. Once more, a hearty welcome to our effort again to misquote Shakespeare right royally, as you like it, a poor thing, sir, but ours. Thank you.
What happiness! I am my own master now. That tyrant Prospero and his companions have all left. I no longer have to act as a slave and fetch wood for him. My mother would have been so proud to see me, all alone, ruling this place, so to speak. But it gets lonely here sometimes. No one to speak to. Nothing happening. How long can I eat and sleep? Of course, there's the bottle of heavenly liquor that Stefano gave me. It's still in the cave. Keeps me company in the evening when the dusk falls and crickets buzz around me. Hear sweet music. It reminds me. Loud them and loud them thoughts are free. Loud them and loud them thoughts are free. Bang, bang, Caliban. Bang, bang, Caliban. It must be that sweet and harmless fairy that used to serve that tyrant Prospero. How the two troubled me. The spirits of that fairy pinched me, filled me with cramps, lead me astray in the dark, and even chased me in the shape of hounds. There you are! Do you notice the first time I'm seeing you? You look so sweet and harmless, but the trouble you gave me, especially the time when you led my companions and myself into that filthy, stinking pool.
Hello, Caliban. Quite comfortable, I see. You must understand, I was only carrying out my lord's orders. Both of us served him, didn't we? Moreover, I needed my freedom.
Remember, your mother Cyprax had imprisoned me in the cleft of the pine tree. Oh, it was my master who released me, and I had to to serve him, though I long to be free.
Yes, that tyrant Prospero, coming to the island, lording it over all of us. Called me a freckled whelp, and my mother a hag. I would never forgive him. When he first arrived in the island, he was nice to me, gave me gifts. I was a food to be taken in by him. Showed him all the special places, brought him the best fruits. What good did it do to me? He took away the island from us and confined me in this cave.
You treated him badly too. Remember what you did to his daughter?
I wish I had succeeded. I would have populated this island with Mirabans, Mirandas, and my children. But he found out and stopped me. His anger was frightening. I could hear the thunder and see the lightning. He punished me most severely.
It was foolish of you to do so, especially after they did so much for you.
What did I do? Miranda said she taught me language. What good did it do to me? I only learned how to curse, and even Miranda, whom people praise, had no good words for me.
But you should not have turned them against you. Look what you had to suffer. And then to believe the two fools, Stefano and Trinculo.
I was wrong there. I thought they were divine beings. They gave me celestial liquor. I thought they would help me get rid of Prospero's tyranny. But they turned out to be such fools. Being misled by trumpery, even I knew they were worthless. You played your role too. You led us into that dirty pool and made us use our bottles.
Well, I had to follow orders. Even I needed my freedom.
However, Prospero was nice to me towards the end. He didn't punish me too severely. And he left me this island. I am the master now. But you and your spirits, of course.
Oh, I don't have any interest in these earthly matters. I'm happy with my world of nature and the air. Meanwhile, enjoy your life, now that you don't have to serve anyone.
I admit, it has been very boring after they're gone. All the excitement's over. I wonder why Prospero didn't take me along with him. Am I worse than the two villains, Antonio and Sebastian? Or the two fools, Stefano and Trinculo? Oh, I see. I'm not as civilized as they are. Are they civilized? Are we the colonized so drowned in darkness? Or is it our colonizers that made no effort to understand us? I wonder if any more ships are cast away here. No tempest either.
Well, I don't think so. Hey!
What do you think? Will it be different this time?
I'm sure you all must have enjoyed that wonderful rendition. Come up and please be here. Let me introduce you. Shoharko Kundu. And of course our sweet Ariel Prabhadeva. But there's yet to say the makeup artists. Come here, Arpita. This is Arpita, Obinu, and Adito. This entire play wouldn't have been possible without the makeup artist and the music accompaniment. Music Shorta. Without the background score, we know that none of the skits. And of course, yes,
Good morning, Principal Sister, Vice Principal Sister, all the esteemed guests, teachers, Director Sir, CEO Ma'am. And this event right here is a small quiz of William Shakespeare, which is, as I titled, Know Your Legend. Let me introduce our teams. The first team is Angin and Shorashish. A round of applause for them. Next team, Oishi and Noashita. The third team, Movisha and Ritti. Last but not the least, Devojuti and Audrey. Now, I'm new to the side. Now the basic rules of this quiz. It will be a 4-round quiz and the difficulty will keep on increasing with each round. Now, for the first round, so I'll be telling you the rules now. For the first round, each team will get a direct question, 2 questions each team, and there are bonuses. After the team has answered, if any team wishes to challenge it, they must let me know. Each correct answer given to a straight question will get you 10 points, and a wrong will get you -5. For a bonus, you'll get +20, and for a wrong one, you'll get -10. So please challenge accordingly. So without any further ado, let's begin. Are you ready? My first question to team 1 is Angin and Shorashish. What was the name of William Shakespeare's only son? I repeat, what was the name of William Shakespeare? Hamlet. Okay, you didn't get to give the options, and anything wish to challenge it? Okay, that is the right answer. +10 to team 1. A big round of applause for them. Your second direct questions. Now please let me tell the options and then you would please. An easy one of course for you. What kind of poems did Shakespeare write? What kind of poems did Shakespeare write? Were they epics? Were they sonnets? Or were they limericks? Sonnets. Does any team wish to challenge it? It is sonnets. Another round of applause for them. Now I move on to team 2. Are you ready? Your first question. How many sonnets has William Shakespeare written? The options are 169, 159 and 154. It's 154. Does any team wish to challenge it? It is 154. Next question to you again. Which of the following plays is not a comedy? Which of the following plays is not a comedy? 12th Night, As You Like It, or Antony on Cleopatra?
Antony and Cleopatra.
Any challenge? It is Antony and Cleopatra. Now team 3, are you ready? Yes. Your first question. Who was the Queen of England during William Shakespeare's life? The options are Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth II, or Queen Elizabeth I?
Queen Elizabeth I.
Any challenges? Another correct answer, +10 to you. Next question. What was the name of William Shakespeare's mother? The options are Sandra, Judith, Mary.
Name.
Any challenges again? Another correct answer from team 3, +10 to them. Team 4, are you ready? Your first question. In which Italian city is the play Romeo and Juliet set?
Verona.
Okay, let me have the options again. The options were Florence, Venice, and Verona. Any challenges? It is correct. Your question again. In which year did William Shakespeare die? Options 1616, 1607, or 1618?
1660.
Challenges? Another correct answer. So after the first round, we have clear scores for every team. All of them have got 20 plus. Now I move to round 2. This will be a buzzer round. But as you can see, we don't have any buzzers. You will have to raise your hands. A bit faster. I will ask you the question and I'll give you the options. And if you raise your hand before the options are said, you won't get the options. The right answer will fetch you +10 and a negative one will get you -5. Okay? Are you ready, everyone? So first question. In which country is the play Hamlet set in? Options are Yes, TV. It's Denmark. The options were Sweden and Germany, and I'm afraid you're wrong. The correct answer would have been Germany. There are no bonuses here, so it's a straight question. Team B gets a -5. Next question. What was the price paid by the audience to see a play in the Globe Theatre? Was it £1 or 1 penny? Team B.
£1.
I'm afraid it's wrong. It's 1 penny. A -5 to Team B. Number 3. How many children did William Shakespeare have? Team 3.
3 children.
It is correct. The options were 3 and 4 and it is correct. Next question. Name the Shakespearean theatre that is still home to the Royal Shakespeare. I think this is why you should listen to the question first. Yes. The question was the theatre that is home to the Royal Shakespeare Company and still active today. No, the options were Swan and Rose. The answer would have been Swan. Yes. So please listen to the questions first. You're giving away points for free. A -5 to Team 1. Next question. How many plays did Shakespeare write in his lifetime? 3.
48.
Please listen to the question and the options. You were so close, but so far the options were 46 and 37. The answer is 37. Please wait till the options are there. You're giving me points for free. Next. What is William Shakespeare's shortest play? Yes.
The Comedy of Errors.
Yes, it is correct. Plus 10 to 1. Next. Which is William Shakespeare's longest play? T4.
Hamlet.
Yes, it is Hamlet. Plus 10 to 4. Next. After William Shakespeare's death, a book was published. Yes. But let me complete the question first. A book was published after William Shakespeare's death that contained the list of all his plays.
First folio.
Yes, first folio it is. Plus 10 to 3. Next question. The character Falstaff appears in which Shakespearean play? The options are Twelfth Night. Yes. I can't. You raise options.
Jessica and
I'm sorry, I have to ask you to answer now. Do you have any answer?
I'm not sure also other name.
I can't be, so it was a -5 to them. The options were The Merry Wives of Windsor or Twelfth Night. The answer will be Merry Wives of Windsor. Please listen to the questions and options. Okay? Next question. In which year did King John become the first Shakespearean play to be filmed? Options are 1890 and 1899. Come on, give it a go. Not that hard, I believe. Yes?
1899.
Yes, 1899 it is. Last 2 questions of this round. Please answer. To be or not to be is the question. Yes?
Hamlet.
Yes, Hamlet it is. Next. What destroyed the Globe Theatre in 1600? Yes, again Team 3.
It is the cannon that is the London Fire.
Yes, it was burned down. The options were it was destroyed by a fire or an earthquake. It is a fire. So after the second round, can we have the scores, please? Let's just give the scorer a breather. Until then, I have some questions for you, the audience. These are easy ones. I hope you can answer them. Are you ready, audience? Okay. So my first question. Can you name William Shakespeare's wife? It's for the audience. Please. Teachers, sir, ma'am. What was the name of William Shakespeare's wife? Okay, I'll give you a hint. When I think of her, I can remember only Catwoman. Yes, sister, that is. It is Anne Hathaway. Another question. This one should be easy for you guys. Uttam Kumar in Shoptapudi was seen enacting the climax scene of which Shakespearean play? Yes, Othello it is. Everyone gets that is an adaptation from Macbeth?
Maqbool.
Yes. Please raise your hand first and then answer. Okay. Now, what was the birthplace of William Shakespeare?
Place.
Birthplace, yes. No, England is the country. The exact place of it. Yes, yes, Okay, so I have the scores now. After 2 rounds, Team A, which is Angik and Shurashi, they are at 25 points. Team B, which is Koshik and Mosheta, they are at 15 points. Team C, they have got a big lead and they are at 65 points. And Team D are at 25 points. Now let me tell you, this one, round 3 is going to be a direct round again. There are no bonuses, there are no options. And this one's an elimination round. So please, yes, there are negatives. A right answer will get you plus 10. Yes, no, this is not a buzzer round. Each team will get a direct question. And now we will move according to the points. Okay? I repeat again, a correct answer will get you plus 10 and a wrong one will get you minus 5. Challenges are not there. Okay. So first question goes to Team A. Which famous actor played the role of Romeo in the film Romeo and Juliet 1996 by Baz Luhrmann? Teammate, do you have an answer?
Richard Burbage.
Is it your final answer?
Yep.
Okay, I'm afraid it's not. The answer would be Leonardo DiCaprio. Teammate gets a negative 5. Now, Team B. The Throne of Blood in 1957 is a movie inspired from which Shakespearean play?
Is it King Lear?
Final answer?
Yes.
I'm afraid it's not. It's Macbeth.
You can also get the chance.
Not this time. This one's for the participants. Now, Team 3, your question. Which Disney movie has been inspired from Romeo and Juliet? Team C. Team C, please, I would have to ask you to answer now. Just give it a, okay, for no points. Does anybody here know which? Okay. To be precise, yes.
Lion
Yes. Lion King 2 was inspired from Romeo and Juliet. Can anybody in the audience tell me which movie, which play was Lion King 1 inspired from? Lion King 1, anyone? Teachers? Sister? Anyone here? Anyone here? It was inspired from Hamlet. Okay. Now, team, for your question. Which director directed the movie Heather and Omkar? These movies are adaptations of Shakespeare's plays. Okay, this one I'll go to the teachers once they fail to answer. Okay, we will move on after participants. I couldn't follow your answer. Okay, so you get a minus 5 as well. Sister?
Vishal Bharadwaj.
Yes, Vishal Bharadwaj it is. Vishal Bharadwaj created all the 3 adaptations of Shakespeare's movies, Maqbool, Heather and Omkar. Yes.
So round 3, the score of Group A is 20, Group B is 10, Group C 60, and Group D 20. So Group B is eliminated.
Yes, I'm afraid Group B will be eliminated in this round. So Vishik and Moshada, a round of applause for them. The final round. And I'll give you 4 questions. Each of the team will be given 3 sheets of paper. answer them, and then each team for a correct answer gets a plus 20, and a negative and a wrong answer will get you minus 10. Okay? Correct answer will get you 20, and wrong will get you minus 10. It is not a buzzer round. Each of you will get sheets of paper to answer right answer. First question of the last round. Which two plays of William Shakespeare were written entirely in verse? Which two plays of William Shakespeare were written entirely in verse? Which Shakespearean play ends with the death of Trojan noble Hector? Which Shakespearean play ends with the death of Trojan noble Hector? Are you done with the answer? Team B? Team B? Team C? Are you done with your answer? Have you written your answer? This question goes as a forfeit. I just asked you, have you written your answer or not? Please listen to instructions. Okay, anyone in the audience, can you try what would be your answer for this one? Yes, sister, it is Troilus and Cressida. You would have been wrong. Please don't say your answer. So now, the second question. Please write your answers and tell me once you have written them. Okay? Which title character of a Shakespearean play has the least amount of lines? Which title character has the least amount of lines in a Shakespearean play? Are you ready? So now, the third question. Which Shakespearean play has a play within a play? Which Shakespearean play has a play within a play? The last question of this round. What was William Shakespeare's first play? The first play that William Shakespeare has written. Have you all written the answers to the 4 questions? Now I'll ask for the sheets of answers. Is your name written on the top of it? Okay. Please, your sheet. I'll ask you to make haste. Your name is written? Your answer, please. Okay, so I have the answers of the teams given here. Now I'll see how they have done. First question was, which two plays have been written entirely in verse? The answers, King John and Richard II. What is Team A's answer? Team 1 has forfeited this question. Team 2 has written only Richard II. So I'm afraid they won't get the full points. They'll get half, they'll get 10. Team 2 is Team C will get 10 points. Team A gets a negative 5, negative 10. Team A gets a negative 10. And what is Team D's answer? They also get 10 points here. And Team A, okay. But the second question was, which title character has the least lines? Which title character has the least lines? What was the answer? It's wrong. The answer would be Julius Caesar. Team B. Team C and D, they get 20 each, and Team A gets negative 10. Negative 10. Yeah? Next question was, which Shakespearean play, which Shakespearean play has a play within a play? The answer would be Love's Labour Lost. None of the team will got the correct answer. Each of them gets negative 10. The last question was, what was William Shakespeare's first play? The answer would be Henry VI, Part 1. You get it. Okay. Team 4 gets a plus 20, the others get a minus 10. So can we have the final scores after 4 rounds? So I have the final scores here. After 4 rounds, on the third position, we have Team A, Angik and Shonashish, at minus 20. Round of applause for them. Now, who are the winners? At the second position, with 60 points, we have Team D. Now the first position goes to Team C with 90 points. Big round of applause for all the participants. And now I must ask you to have a round of applause for my followers and please say your names.
Yes, we move on to Shakespeare's sonnets. It is a competition between the middle school students. Without much ado, we'll begin with the competition. The judges are waiting. I'll call upon the first participant, Oishi Das, class 7B. Oishi, please come up on the dais.
Good morning, everybody present here. I'm Oishi Raj from Class 7, Section E, from Board House. And today I'm going to recite sonnet number 12, When I Took Out the Clock That Tells the Time, by William Shakespeare. When I took out the clock that tells the time, and see the brave day sunk in hideous night, when I behold the violet past prime, and sable girls all silvered over with white, when lofty trees I see barren of leaves, which erst from heat did canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves. Born on the bier with white and bristly beard, then of thy beauty do I question me, that thou among the wastes of time must go, since sweets and beauty through themselves recede, and die as fast as the others go. And nothing gainst time's side can make defense, save greed to brave him when it takes thee hence. Thank you.
The next participant is Ayush Mondal, class 7H. Ayush, come on.
Good morning, everyone present here. I am Ayush Mondal from Class 7, Section 8 of Royal. Today I am going to recite Sonnet number 70 by William Shakespeare. Who will believe my words in time to come, if it were filled with your most high desires? Though yet heaven knoweth it but as a tomb. Though yet heaven knoweth it but as a tomb, which hides your life and shows not half your past. If I could write the beauty of your eyes, and in fresh number all your graces, the age to come would say, this poet lies. Such heavenly touches never touch the face. So, should my temples yellowed with age, be scorned like old men of restless dungeons, and your true rights be turned to a poet's rage, and stretch meter of an antique song. But where some child of yours alive that time, you shall live twice, in it and in my rhyme. Thank you.
A from class 6B, the next participant.
Good morning, everyone present here. I am Swijita Dev from Class 6, Section B of Immerwell House. Today I am going to recite sonnet number 66, Tired with All These, by William Shakespeare. Tired with all these, for restful death I cry, as to behold desert a beggar born, and needing nothing trimmed in jollity, and purest faith unhappily forsworn, and gilded honor shamefully misplaced, and maiden virtue rudely trumpeted, and right perfection wrongfully disgraced, and strength by limping sway disabled, and art made tongue-tied by authority, and folly doctor-like controlling skill, and simple truth miscalled simplicity, and captive good attending captain ill. Tired with all these, from these would I be gone, save that to die and leave my love alone. Thank you.
I call upon Moina Noshkar, class 6G, the next participant.
Morning to everyone present here. I am Moina Noskar of class 6 section G of Scarlet House. Today I am going to recite sonnet number 27 by William Shakespeare. Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed. The dear repose for limbs which travel tired, but then begins in my head, to walk my mind when body's works expire. For then my thoughts from far very abide intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind lose. Save that my soul's imaginary sight presents thy shadow to my sightless view, which like a jewel hung in ghastly night, makes black night beauteous and her old face view. Lo, thus by day my limbs, by night my mind. For thee and for myself, no quite find. Thank you.
Next participant, Shanindrita Chakraborty of 6A.
Good morning, my respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Sandhya Chakraborty of class 6A, Emerald House, and today I am going to recite the sonnet number 104 by William Shakespeare on the auspicious occasion of his birthday. To me, dear friend, you never can be old. For us, you were the first to I, such seems your beauty stiff, 3 winters cold. How from the forest should 3 summers pride, 3 beauteous springs to yellow autumn turn. In process of the seasons have I seen 3 April perfumes in 3 hot Junes burn. Since first I saw you, fresh, which yet are green. Ah, yet that beauty, like a tile hand, steal from his finger and no pace perceive. So your sweet hue, which methinks still doth stand, hath motion, and mine eye may be deceived. For fear of which, hear this, thou age unread, ere you were born, was beauty summer day. Thank you.
I'll call upon Viproshi Roy of 7H, our next participant.
Good morning everyone present here. I am Viproshi Roy from Old House of class 7 section H. Today I am going to recite sonnet number 55, Not Marble, Nor the Gilded Monuments by William Shakespeare. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluggish time. When wasteful woes shall statues overturn and brawls root out the work of masonry, nor Mars's sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. Against death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth, your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity, that wear this world out to the ending of doom. So, till the judgment that yourself rise, you live in this and dwell in lovers' eyes. Thank you.
I'll call upon Ochishman Lahiri of 5C, the next participant.
Good morning, everybody present here. I am Ochishma Lahiri of class 5, section C. Today I am going to recite sonnet number 18 by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds to shake the darling birds of May, and summer's leaves hath all to shorten it. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is a nature's changing curves untreated. But guys, eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fear thou owest, nor shall that brag thou wanderest in his shade. When in eternal nights to time thou goest, so long as man can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this is life to me. Thank you.
Participant Orima Chaudhary, class 7G. Good morning everyone present here. I am Orima Chaudhary of class 7 section G from Scarlet House. Today I am going to recite sonnet number 30 by William Shakespeare. Went to the sessions of sweet silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past. I sighed the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new way, my dear time is waste. Then can I drown an eye unused to flow, for precious friends hidden death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled woe, and mourn the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances forgone, and heavily from woe to woe deliver the sad account of poor remote moan, which I knew pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear friend, all losses are restored and sorrows end. Thank you.
Thank you, Orima. With that, we come to the end of the sonnet competition for the middle school. We'll have to give the judges some time with their calculations. In that case, I would request sir to say a few words before you take it.
You just said 2 words, so good morning. Look, honestly, looking at these boys and girls perform, I frankly do not have any advice for them. I can only wish they can keep it up. Who was the first one? The first one, Showard. Yes. And definitely I'd like to meet Showard sometime. It was amazing. The sonnets are amazing. And from the quiz I have learned a lot. So thank you so much. Thank you, English Department, for organizing this beautiful program. I wish I could, I really wish I could stay longer till the end of the program. Unfortunately, I could leave now, but please carry on. And definitely you too, and especially you. I'd like to see you later. Keep it up, please. I know there's a lot of pressure of studies and all, but this is something, if this is your passion, you should continue with this work. Thank you.
A short presentation by the students.
Shakespeare was born as a first-born to the theatre. After the love of theatres were closed in 1792, Shakespeare joined an acting company with Chamberlain's where Shakespeare acted between 1608. It was during the reign of James that Shakespeare wrote three tragedies, Macbeth, Antonia Cleopatra, and King Lear. My main question acts with Shakespeare.
Influence of Shakespeare. So William Shakespeare's influence has expanded from traditional literature and theatre to present-day movies, Western philosophy, and English language. He is known as one of the best English language writers and has introduced innovative ideas in novels, plays, dramas, and even changed the world of poetry. Characters. The real essence of the writer's
have made me a Christian by force. But can they take the Judaism out of my heart? I was born and raised a Jew. The spirits of my forefathers must be horrified to see the manner in which I have forsaken my religion. But what would I do? It was either convert or die. They have taken away the control of my money by force. All that I have left now is this life. What use is this life? The Christians do not accept me as their own, and the Jews think I betrayed them. Look, there goes Tubal, my old friend. Tubal, my old friend. Don't go away. Don't desert an old friend.
Friend, you deserted us. You converted for your own profit. You cursed our religion, Shiloh. You are staying among the Jewish race.
Please understand my condition. It was conversion or death. They would have taken away all my money. What could I do? Have pity on me?
Oh, Shylock, my new friend, how are you? Having plenty of pork, I am sure.
You, my daughter, how could you be so treacherous of your own father? You ran away with a Christian and stole my money and jewels in addition. Not only that, you took the turquoise given to me by my Leah and sold it for a monkey? How could you?
I was ashamed to have you as my own father. Your meanness, the way in which you treated people who took loans from you. You lost my respect. I had to run away.
And that too with this man? A Christian? Could you not find a Jew worthy of yourself?
Careful! That Mr. is a son-in-law.
Shiloh, you are now my father-in-law. I have no ill feelings towards you, but you have to treat me with respect.
Shiloh, you are responsible for your condition. If you had not tried to get Antonio into trouble, this would not have happened to you.
Oh, am I the only guilty person? How is it that no one blames Antonio for his mistreatment of me? Your Grace, please put me out of this misery. My life has become a living hell.
Shylock, is it not? The Jew who became a Christian. Why are all of you here?
Your Grace, let me introduce you to Lady Portia, Bassanio's wife, mistress of Belmont, and my savior.
Your Grace, I could not say anything in court because I was so shattered. But as a neutral judge, I asked, was justice given to me?
I was the lawyer in disguise. You went against the law in your quest for revenge. You had to pay the price.
And who will pay for the harassment that I received at the hands of Antonio and his friends for all these years? They mocked me, spat on me, even kicked me like a dog. Moreover, they cursed my sacred Jewish religion. Where is the protection that I should have received as an outsider in Venice? Is this your Christian charity?
Well, you were a usurer.
That is my profession. We Jews are forced out of every other profession. Usury is the only way out. Why can't you think of me as just another businessman? I may have been harsh, but so have been the others. Why pick on me? You call harmful men. They became bankrupt. I am bankrupt now. No wealth, no work. Deserted by my own friends, deserted by my daughter. Where do I go now? What do I do? You could do this because you are the majority. The curse is on the Jewish religion and it has fallen heavily on me.
But you treated the Christians, the locals, badly.
And what about his treatment of me? This Antonio, ask him how he treated me, and naturally all I could think was revenge. He has been good to you, so you fell for him. And he treated me badly, and so did the others. Only because I am a Jew. What would you have felt in my place? Down history, There have been people who have been persecuted only because of their race, religion, community, and color. Are you facing this today in your modern society?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joyji Pinto, and I have played the role of Antonio in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ekam Vasu, and I played the role of Rashanu in this play. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shukana Sarkar, and I have played the role of Jessica in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheikh Adil Zaman, and I have played Lorenzo in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stutra Roy, and I have played the role of the Duke in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Deepak Khalid. I played the role of Tuber, Shylock's friend, in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Anasita Sharma and I played the role of Portia in this play.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gaurav Mohanty, and I played the role of Nathaniel in this play.
And I am Ayam Chaudhary, here as Shylock, the Jewish moneylender.
I request Prefect Sister to share her views. Thank you, Nilanjana Sister. Good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, a huge round of applause for all the students. Then I give a huge round of applause for the English department, each and every teacher. Like in the morning, Sister Raha was saying that they actually started working on 18th. So 18th April and today is 23rd. So a wonderful performance by each and every student. Whatever work has been done for you, you people have done a splendid work. And as audience, I would say that we enjoyed a lot. And enjoyed in the sense like I think many of us went back to our school days because that was the last time we had touched with English literature and with Shakespeare. So thanks to everyone for rekindling that same thing once again, recreating the moment, and especially the way the interpretation of the drama was done. So it is, I would say, like Shakespeare was well ahead of his time. So that's why the modern interpretation, because nothing actually has changed. Society is still the same. Maybe there has been a reversal of different kind of religions or whatever, but the thing is that people are still the same. The society has also remained the same. We still have a lot of prejudices in our society, and as individuals, as teachers, we have a huge responsibility to nurture our students so that when they become the future citizens, they should not have these prejudices within them. On that note, thanks a lot, and it was a wonderful and a grand program.
Thank you, sister. May I now invite Vice Principal Sister to share her views.
Good afternoon, all of you. So, as Anasita Sister was mentioning, that it was a brilliant performance, and not only I will say that it's a brilliant performance by the ones who were on stage, I would like to mention about the ones who were involved for this exhibition. So a huge round of applause for all the students, including the ones who were there for exhibition. The way you prepared within such a short span of time, hats off to you all. Keep up this spirit for the entire span and nurture your passion, as it was already told to you. Because each and every one you have already proved that you all are extremely talented. So keep exploring your talent, keep exploring your potential. And after such a hectic week, it's a weekend, Saturday. So Saturday, I think one of the best possible ways how one Saturday can be so refreshing. So thank you, right from the core of my heart, thanks to each and every teachers of English department, and a special thanks to Sister Raha for guiding this department so well. And you all put your hands together. Actually, Sister Raha deserves a special mention. So you all put your hands together, and this is the result.
So thank you. Thank you so much, sister. It's wonderful. Always wonderful to listen to you. Once again, a very good afternoon to one and all. VMS students have always proved their mettle in all kinds of competitions and co-curricular activities. But the spark and the enthusiasm that we noticed while they worked for the exhibition is distinctly different. It's definitely a learning experience, but they have enjoyed what they have learned, what they have done. But of course, nothing could have been possible without the support of the school. So I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the entire department to Rector Sir, who is always I find him very enthusiastic and supportive. I must thank CEO ma'am, who promised me that she'll definitely spare a few hours of her she had certain pre-assigned appointments and she rescheduled it for us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. Principal sister expressed her eagerness. We all know that right now she's going through some kind of inconvenience. In spite of that, the eagerness that she has shown, she actually wanted to watch it all live. I don't know how much I have been able to do it. I've been passing on bits of every corner of this hall in form of small videos and snapshots to her, and she's really very excited the way she's expressing her, passing on her comments through WhatsApp. She's really very excited, and this is the motivation that actually has led us to work even harder for this exhibition, for this celebration. And of course, Vice Principal Sister, always beside us, guiding us so well. Thank you so much. Prefect Sister is there, quietly lending all kind of help that we need wherever. Thank you so much for that. We cannot thank you enough. The staff, I must not forget, because we always rush to them for every simple things. We rush to Robida, we rush to Shonamashi. This is required. Without them, nothing is possible. Thank you all. Before I move on to my dear colleagues, I must not forget one person, Manager Sir. I invited him, though he promised me he would come, but in spite of that, he did mention that he had a very important appointment and he couldn't make it. But his silent support is always there. So I thank him for that. The students have worked endlessly, and with all the enthusiasm that you have worked, thank you so much. Our wholehearted gratitude towards you. All my dear colleagues, for patiently bearing the absence of a few students from their class. Thank you all so very much to have joined us here. Thank you once and all. And there's one big round of applause that is required for all of us, the Williams family. But I'll not end my vote of thanks without mentioning a person. I'm sure that person will be a little angry at me for mentioning her separately. The crown of English department, the heartbeat of English department. What would we do without you, ma'am? Thank you so very much.
Tell me, what is fancy bread? Or in the heart or in the head? How big God, how nourishing. Reply. It is engendered in the eyes.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hard